The Battle of Saiyans has now officially begun, with Cabe stepping forward to challenge Vegeta in the Universal Tournament, with the two being the first to battle within the tournament as a part of the same race, with the end result leading into a much more promising episode next week. What's going on, Dragon Ball Super fans? Welcome to my official Dragon Ball Super episode 37 review entitled Don't Forget Your Saiyan Pride, Vegeta versus the Saiyan of Universe 6, as Cabe transforms into a Super Saiyan to further his chance of beating Vegeta. Now, two things before we begin, guys. There will be spoilers in this review, just for a fair warning in case for those of you out there who are unaware, you've been warned. And number two, I will be doing a further breakdown review in my newest episode review, which will be in about an hour or so, which I will discuss the entirety of the episode alongside next week's episode and the lore behind Hit. It is something you guys don't want to miss out, so go on ahead and stick around for the breakdown review, which will come in about an hour or so. Before we begin, everybody, if you would like to know where to watch Dragon Ball Super, then simply click the link in the description below and check out the video where I explain where to watch it, alongside checking the comments of the video from the community to see where exactly you guys can find a very simple link to watch it. So let us proceed with the review now. Simply put, the pacing of this episode was executed very well, only because there was much anticipation building, especially leading up to Cabe versus Vegeta from the get-go. Cabe as a character, although much smaller in stature compared to Vegeta in size and mass, was immensely agile on his feet and extremely mobile, now pushing Vegeta into using a Super Saiyan form in order to survive against Cabe's attacks. Now, the structural basis was done very well, and it wasn't overdrawn, so there weren't any unnecessary scenes happening to where it didn't make any sense, because I mean the entirety of the structural basis of this episode made lots of sense. There was tension clearly on Vegeta's end. There was lots of emotional investment because you felt how personal this was towards Vegeta, especially with his pride being in the way of him being the Saiyan Prince and having to reflect onto battle himself. So he's battling another Saiyan for the very first time, and simply put, for me at least, I feel as if many of you guys will like the episode. I say honestly you'll like the episode because there's a lot of lore building and questions raised after towards the end of the episode, because you get to ask yourself, you know, well, how powerful is Cabe compared to everyone else with like their respective ranks, and how powerful is Hit going to be when he steps up and stuff. So the episode itself did conclude with a end result, that being via knockout. Vegeta actually knocked Cabe out in his Super Saiyan Blue form, as stated Super Saiyan Blue, because Cabe repeated at Super Saiyan Blue. Now, the overall aspect of during the early portions of this battle was Vegeta was dominating, and Cabe did not seem like he actually put up a fight at all until he became a Super Saiyan, which during the early portions, Vegeta was beating him up. He was actually very, very aggressive towards him, because obviously he knew that Cabe wasn't able to become a Super Saiyan, and that really irked him, because again, as a Saiyan, you're supposed to be a class of warrior race. And once Cabe became a Super Saiyan, he was actually pretty quick on his feet. He was very mobile, he was very agile, and he was able to best Vegeta to a degree until Vegeta completely turned the tides on him, forcing Cabe to become a Super Saiyan once again. And then after that, he demonstrated what a Super Saiyan Blue was after knocking him out, of course. Now, that was really cool, because once Vegeta became a Super Saiyan Blue, Cabe was not expecting the knockout. And one thing to bear in mind was, when Vegeta became a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue, the second he did that, Hit actually opened up his eyes and he squinted a bit. He actually looked upon Vegeta, and then he looked up at Goku, and Goku was very happy. He was very surprised, and Goku wants to fight Hit. I mean, it's clear, it's pure evident at this point, because once you take a look at what Goku was doing, his small little gestures and him clenching his fist, and Piccolo noticed it too, Goku is eager to fight Hit, in which case, yes, it will happen. It was actually confirmed earlier today by Herms. And what's really awesome to note here is the fact that yes, Goku will fight Hit after Hit fights Vegeta, because in next week's episode, Hit indeed will fight Vegeta, and I will talk more of that in my breakdown review, which will come in about an hour or so. Lots of surprises in store for you guys on that. But needless to say, this fight, I will be completely honest, it was very disappointing, because it seemed like Vegeta was the only one thus far to have given a really, really good effort and really, really good showcase, debut fight. So, kudos to Vegeta for doing that. Botamo really didn't do much. Frost cheated. I mean, he did what he did, but he still cheated. Cabe got knocked out instantly towards the end, setting up the stage for Hit versus Vegeta next week. And I will say there were certain things that Cabe did that intrigued me. Number one was the fact that he was able to be very useful on his feet. He was actually kicking a lot, and it was because of his kicks that he was able to best Vegeta just a little bit before Vegeta completely outclassed him and completely outmatched him, which was very awesome to see. Now, bear in mind also that Champa is and was starting some problems with Beerus because of the ring and whatnot, but it was ultimately corrected and fixed by Whis and Vados, which is really cool because they repaired everything. And in fact, it seemed as if they made the ring a lot bigger than what it was, so that was very cool to note. Again, guys, I'm a little disappointed on the fight because I did want to see more. I wanted the fight to actually get, prolonged just a bit more, because, we have Saiyan versus Saiyan, and Vegeta was very frustrated towards Cabe because Cabe Cabe, you know, he's not really a Saiyan warrior like how Goku and Vegeta were. They didn't go through, like, you know, the entirety of what they went through with Cell, with Frieza, with, you know, Majin Buu and stuff. Like, these dudes went through a lot, and they're obviously battle tested, and Cabe is not. So that irked Vegeta, but towards the end they made up for it. Again, I will display more of that in my breakdown episode. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below about your overall thoughts on this, because again, for me at least, I'm gonna say that, you know, this fight was a little disappointing, but it built up a lot of lore, and there's a lot of foreshadowing to what's gonna happen after Dragon Ball Super, at least during this arc, of course. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and what are your overall thoughts on the previews to next week. Hit was actually beating the holy god out of Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and that was very, very shocking, because Hit's speed is unlike any other, and I will talk more of that in the breakdown. Once again, guys, thank you all for watching. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe. That way you guys don't miss a single Dragon Ball Super update or a video. That way you guys are always in tune what's going on. If you guys enjoyed the episode, if you guys cannot wait to see the battle between Hit and Vegeta next week, slap a like on the video, guys. Leave your overall thoughts down in the comment section below. How do you guys feel about next week, especially with what Hit's been doing to Vegeta? Comment down below, guys, and let me know. Once again, thank you all for watching. Tune in for the breakdown, and I'll be seeing you all later. Take it easy, guys. Peace!